Yo, let me tell you a secret, okay? People have been coming in the channel for 10 years now, talking about how the channel is getting slower. Hey, you're falling off. Hey, why is your viewer count so low? I'm gonna tell you a secret, okay? Normal streamers that aren't the very, very, very tip top, your viewer count's gonna fluctuate quite heavily. And it's gonna be a lot of things that affect it. You're gonna be able to directly affect it with your mood, your attitude. The game that you're playing is gonna affect it. The people that are chatting in your channel could possibly affect it. There's all sorts of things that affect it like that, man. The amount of time you spend on the channel will affect it. How much energy you're bringing to the table will affect it. There's all sorts. Your viewer count will go here to 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 here 100,000 times throughout your entire career. There's no point worrying about where it's at every single day, how fast it grew, where it's at when it's here, any of that, dude. You gonna play a WoW expansion when it's dropped? You know, dude, WoW expansion for me is kind of like the gym on New Year's. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'll be saying up and down like, yeah, this is the time, bro. I'm about to change my WoW life, bro. I'm about to get geared. I'm about to PvP. I'm about to be 3,200 arena man rank. Get that mount. The sky's the limit, baby. But then after like a week, I'm kind of out of that. And like, I don't care anymore. I don't know what WoW expansion is going to eventually change that, dude, but it's been kind of the same cycle. And it's not like I don't try. You think every single time is like, you would think I would grow more and more aware. I'm saying this to you now, right? It's almost like I'm aware, but bro, I will still open it probably and still have the same conversation with myself in my brain. Like, is this the moment? Should I hop over to WoW right now? Your viewership's probably going to be okay. People might like it. I mean, over time, you could probably start to gain some... Well, let's just look at some videos. Games to play in 2022. 10 best games of 2022. Top 2 new games of 2022. Why video games are no longer fun by Asmongold. What? How could you say that?
And it's called Why Are Video Games No Longer Fun?
Oh, it's a video he found. Why are video games no longer fun? It's got to be something to do with you growing up. Oh. It has to. It has to. What else can it be?
Video games still fun.
Absolutely. They're the best place they've ever been in. Always will be, in my opinion.
Super People has their final beta on August
They do take steps back in certain areas,
It
though.
was really fun in the first beta.
I don't mean that in the sense of like, is GTA 5 a fun game? It objectively is. But now the game's been out for 7 years, and a Rampage just isn't as fun as it used to be. And I Alt F4 and go back to do something else. That's where I think the main problem is. Not as fun as it used to be. How often have you finished school or work and you go and sit by your PC or console and were so ready to have some fun, and then you just sit there for hours waiting for something to happen? You have games to play, and they're good games. They're just not
I never do
fun.
that, I'll be honest with you, but...
I sit here most days looking at my desktop with hundreds of games on it, and I spend most of my time just on Chrome, watching Netflix or YouTube. And I don't know why. I want to play these games, and sometimes I even open them, but I never make it further than an hour before I get bored and go back to endlessly scrolling on TikTok. I remember a few years ago when me and my friends would spend hours playing Team Fortress 2, but not the actual game. We played the man versus machine mode. It got so bad one night that we played it all night until the sun came up the next day. My dad was furious, but I didn't care. I had fun.
Your dad got furious and you didn't care?
I wish I could live that night again because life was easier then. I didn't really care about anything at that point.
I didn't have that luxury.
Nostalgia is such a double-edged sword when you get older. On the one hand, it reminds you of good times in the past that you look back on fondly. But on the other hand, it reminds you of good times in the past and it makes you sad. Now,
yo, man, I'm about to turn this video off. This shit's like, what am I watching here, man?
I discovered a game called The Forest a while back, and the whimsy came back.
I didn't expect
Smiles
this
on
to be
our
so
faces
depressing
for
over,
days.
you know what I mean?
Building huge bases,
the
fighting
way-
gruesome cannibals.
You're killing me, man. Even the way you're talking right now is making me depressed, even though you're talking about the good stuff. I can't do it. I don't even think that's... you know, I didn't finish the video, so I didn't understand, like, the point 100%, but... You know, nostalgia's not doing shit for you. You know he'll go back. You know he can go back and turn on that TF2 game and start mowing people down. He'll be done in a half an hour. He won't be just on there all night long again. It has to do with, like, the way you're growing and the way video games development are developing and the way you're developing. It all has an effect on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have spent so much time playing Battle Royales that it no longer has the same effect on me, while someone else might be just chiming in on it for the first time fucking yesterday and has a whole 2, 3, 4 years of greatness ahead of them. Our expectations are changing. What we like is different. That's all it comes down to, in my opinion. What would have appeased me before will not appease me now. Whose fault is that? Is that the same game that's been sitting there, or is that me changing? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe he was about to get to that point, but I was just kind of making, that video was making me sad, man. I was originally looking up games to play in 2022. Top 15 free games of 2022.
This new game has been made by former Battlefield developers. This one is looking to rival Path of Exile and Diablo. This one was featured by Video Game Donkey. This one looks like Daddy Dev made it, and this is one you would never think is going free to play. Next up today is Engine Evolution 2022, a multiplayer racing game that uses similar principles as World of Tanks. With each race against 11 other players, you gain experience and credits, which you can use to buy various upgrades for your vehicle or unlock newer vehicles. Made by a single developer during his university studies, this game is the sequel to EE21, which was an awesome free-to-play title. The gameplay looks awesome, easy to pick up but has a good element of depth, but the huge draw to this game is the vast amount of content, featuring 90 vehicles from 7 nations, 25 real and custom tracks, thousands of vehicle setups and much more. To top it all off, the system specifications are incredibly low, as all you need is a 2.2 plus GHz processor, 2 gigs of RAM and the GTX 660. Next up today, we have Undecember, a hack and slash action RPG that has gotten people real excited with its fluid combat and large array of customization options.
So this is like the
Off the
PoE
bat,
one.
you have to admit it looks like Path of Exile, with the isometric camera and looter nature coming through very strongly. Now, one big positive and one thing that's going to really put Undecember ahead of the competition is that it's going to be a totally cross-platform title available not only on the PC, but also on Android and iOS, and this is huge. Compare that to Path of Exile, which is only available on PC and consoles, having that mobile element is really going to go and give it an advantage. Release date wise, they actually had a solid day of Q1 2022. Spine is a team-based game, where you take control of heroes that can boost their reflexes beyond limits with the help of implant technology. There's a large range of unique heroes to choose from, which definitely works with the team-based theme. From the official trailer, which is all we have to go off right now, it looks like this game is really focused on being fast-paced and parkour-focused with a lot of martial arts thrown in, where you can rapidly change between firearms and melee weaponry.
Kind of
That
cyberpunk-y.
concept is Paragon was going to be the next generation of multiplayer online battle arena titles, a third-person League of Legends-like game that had a passionate fan base.
Me and Minika were playing
However,
this.
this game was shut down, but thankfully Epic Games released the assets to the public for free, and hence Overprime was born. You choose from one of many powerful heroes. You choose from one of many powerful heroes with unique skills and work with your teammates to conquer the battlefield. So standard MOBA stuff. Now, instead of being a complete recreation of Paragon, Overprime goes more in the fast-paced hyper brawler direction, which is cool.
Wait, beg. Beg for your life. Beg for your...
Please, I'm an idiot. I'm just a Timmy, alright? I brought the wrong fucking ammo.
Beg. Get on your knees and beg. Crouch. I say, please. Beg.
Please,
Yeah, start begging, saying please and shit.
please.
I heard him shoot that Mosin, right?
This guy's dead.
You hear him?
You walk this slow out there, you die.
I'm gonna fucking get ya. I'm gonna twist your penis. I'm gonna twist your penis, right?
What?